Hi, I'm Sue Boo bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to show you another alternative using the Dear Friend card kit. So we're going to start off with the small card base, but I'm not going to use it as a small card. So I'm going to cut down the score line. So I've got a little mini guillotine paper cutter that does beautiful cutting, so I'm just using that for my cutting of my card base. Now I've got a piece of purple posy which it looks really nice with, so I'm going to make a layer for it out of this. But before I do that, I wanted to put, this is rose gold and it is from the Everything is Rosy kit. So today I'm just going to make a nice border for this. So it's 4.5, so I'm going to take it I think to 5 inches. So I'm going to make it 5 inches wide by, so I've made it 1/2 inch wider, and then I'm going to make it to 3 inches. So that's going to be 3 by 5. So I'm just going to cut this 3 by 5. So there's my 3 inches. And there's my 5 inches. So let's position that. There we go. And we're going to put this behind our mat. So we're going to mat it up, and then I'm going to again, I think I'm going to make a little border around this. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. So that was 5 inches. So I'm going to make this 5 1/4. So this is going to be 5 1/4. And the other one was 3. So I'm going to make that 3 1/4. So this is just going to give it a little bit behind it. So I've got my rose gold there and a purple posy, rose gold, and then I'm going to place that on the top. So I've got a lot of the rose gold showing, and now I'm going to make a card base as well. So I'm going to use, let's see what colour card. Let's have a look. What does it look like with Blushing Bride? So does it look nice with Blushing Bride? Do I want Blushing Bride on there? Oh no, I want white. So I'm going to go for a white card base. Okay. So this is your standard white card base, which is, when it's finished size, will be 5 7/8 by 4 1/8. So standard card base, and then I'm going to position these on there like that. So let's start gluing them down. So let's start off from the top. We'll go putting the, okay, now if you wanted to save some of your foil, then you could actually use your punches to cut some of your punches out, or die cuts out to save some of your foil, but I'm not going to do today. So we're going to put that in the middle, smooth it down, and then put it onto our purple posy. Just a minute, onto the purple posy. just got that little bit of border all the way round. There we go. Smooth that out, and then make sure you've got your card opening the correct way, and we're going to pop that on the front of there. So we're doing some nice layering. Yeah. And again, we could have used our punchers or die cut out something out of this layer, so because you won't see it. So make sure that we've got that in the centre there. So I've added the white card base, the purple posy and the foil, and then from the card kit I'm going to be using the vellum, and because it's vellum you can see any glue you put on, so just see I'm going to put the flowers from the card kit on there, and I know that in the centre of this vellum it's going to be hidden, so I'm going to use my glue dots underneath the centre of the vellum piece. Sorry, my voice is going. So underneath there I can put my glue dots going down the centre and know that they are not going to show. So we're going to peel off the back. There we go. It's such a pretty card set, this Dear Friend card set. I love it. There we go. And I'm going to pop up my flower on dimensionals. So I've brought out my dimensionals. What have I done with them? I've buried them under my card because I've got some already started. I don't want to break into those packs. So I'm going to put some dimensionals onto the back of my flower. There we go, and just one more there. There we go. Peel off the backs. And I'm going to pop it in the middle roughly. Okay. So now I'm going to put this as a note. I'm going to tie a bow using the cord that we get in the kit. So it can be a bit slippy, so just going to do that. Just snip off the bottom. There we go. So we can have it on our flowers at the bottom. So I'm going to use again a glue dot to adhere it. So I'll put the glue dot on the back of the bow, press it down, and I'll just do the bottom to take the top piece off, and you're left with your glue dot underneath. I'm just going to scrunch that a little bit and put it on the bottom of my flowers like that. Then we're going to, on the bottom of here, I've got just a note, and it only just fits. So, and we're going to do this with Misty Moonlight that comes with the kit. So we've got tapping it on. That's it. The more you use them, the better your stamps get. So I'm using my stamp mat because it's a photopolymer stamp that I'm using my mat to give it that bit of cushion, and I'm going to do it. Normally I always do it the other way, where I press the stamped down onto the ink, and I'm going back to doing that because as I've patted it I'm not very happy that I've covered it the way I wanted it. That's better. So I'm going to bring that envelope now. It only just fits on this, so I'm going to see if I can get away with it just being on there. Press it down, hold for a minute, and then release it. Lovely. It just fits on there. Make sure that you cover your ink up because our ink spots dry out very fast, so you need to put your lid on because they're fast drying inks. Okay, now I'm going to slip. Will it work to do it underneath? I'm going to slip it and put it to a side, and I'm also going to pop it up on dimensionals in this corner. So we're going to get it like that. So it's just going to slip under because I don't want to cover my bow up and I don't want to cover my flowers up. So I'm just going to pop some dimensionals, just going to pop 3 onto here and then just slip it so that the stalk of my flower goes just to the side of the J, but I'm also looking here that I'm getting an even gap going there. Okay, and we don't get any gems with this set, but I am going to put on some Wink of Stella. I'm going to get the clear Wink of Stella. So I'm going to put some Wink of Stella on my flowers centres, so that will just and I'm just going to pop some on the tops of these flowers to give it some shine, and just a little bit there. We'll do that, so that just gives it added effect. And I'm just going to shorten my bow a little bit, but leave my ribbons going out at the outside. So I hope you like that. I don't know, can you see the sparkle on there? I think you can do a little bit, but that's just added thing. I just think that small cards for me are not practical. I like a big card. So when I'm writing to somebody, send a little note, I can write all inside and on the back. So a little card to me is not big enough. So mounting it and giving it some added layers and depth changes the card. The original's perfectly good. It's very nice. I'll show you the version. So that's the version that comes. You stick the thank you over the bow, whereas I've done it the opposite way round and stuck it down in the corner, and of course have put your layers. So that card to that card. So I like my version better. So that's just one way of doing it. This is a lovely card on its own, but as I say, that's a small card and I like bigger cards. So I hope you liked that today. Just an alternative to make with the dear friend. It's more of a brassy gold, that's on the vellum. So putting rose gold with it rather than a silver or plain gold just works that little bit better. And having the purple posy corresponds nicely with the Island Heather, and there's probably some purple posy in there as well. So as I say, hope you like that. Stay well, stay safe. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll be back tomorrow with more crafty goodness. Thank you. Bye.